some big players that we have in this game. Box by Danielle's the first one that I see. Other players such as Seven, but the one on West, not the other Seven. We have Edge, 4 in his trio. They are currently in second place. We have Hunter, who's just outside. We have the KU boys, the OTU boys. We have Arrow CK, Dylan is fishing, Derpy is fishing, Ken, the 88 team, YouTube Leppy. We have actually Rancer's team, Seven's teams with Mars and Beggs. Bolkami's also in this game. EG Trey 509 in this game. We, ladies and gentlemen, have a stacked lobby this game as we have, I believe, 5 of the top 10 players in this lobby, which is going to be obviously super fun to watch. As we're going to hop on with the Misty trio here. So we're going to quickly take a look at this map and see where trios go this game. So it looks like we have a lot of people going stealthy. Some people going craggy. We have a few people going Misty. A lot of people going caddy and lazy and retail. As Sludgy and Holly, this part of the map here just completely unconned. As Wolfman is currently fighting, or he's not, he took fall damage at the Orchard actually. As I think we're going to have some action go down between the MSC and and the YG teams. We're going to switch over to Homicidal, as this is a team that was definitely out of the running a little. Oh man, he's going to get hit hard. I think we're going to see Homicidal fall here, and we are. As they're going to clutch up that kill and clutch up that fight. We're going to switch back over to the fight that's going on between MSC and the other teams here. It looks like we have actually part of a trio just completely away from his team, but he's going to be able to rotate up to it right now. But it looks like no one else is actually going to be fighting currently, but we might have some action go on in a little bit. But currently no one is going to be... Actually, we're going to have some action go down between Pituffs and the... Oh, this is actually Trey's trio. Trey's trio is actually here fighting as he's going to get some big hits off, and they might knock the first player here of this game. And they are going to get the knock on Brother. We're going to switch over to Trey, who's currently pushing Nunk. He's going to hit a hit for 9 damage. Another 18 as we get... Bro... As it looks like they're just going to be able to get this pretty easy trio wipe here for Trey and his team, because that was honestly... That was pretty easy, I'm just going to be honest. But it looks like Westside Commies is going to be on the other side of this UFO, so he's not going to be engaging this team. As once again, still no one at Holly, which is a really interesting thing to see. And it looks like no one also went Steamy. So those are 2 POIs that I really didn't expect to see happen there, as Jace Night Season actually knocked Karma, as it looks like we're going to have Barth try and get some big shots off here in a second or two as they drive away. Is he going to get some shots off? He might get some big shots off because there is someone in the back of the truck. But I think it's actually going to be Misty. Oh, Misty's going to be fighting into that as that trio jumps out of the car to fight him as Misty falls. And now let's see what his teammate Barth does here. Barth currently just... Gonna try and get some shots off, but Barth is going to fall. looks like a trio currently has an advantage. Is this on Ken and the 88 boys? But they haven't noticed yet because from the looks of it, Mad Stalkers is currently very far away from the rest of them, still getting metal. So that is an extremely split trio. As it looks like every other trio here is pretty much all together. Except, oh, we actually have a fight going down over at the, I don't even know what you would call this PLI or this place. This is the very corner of the map as 2 players are going to fall. And that was EG Trey's team rotated down the mountain. What's up, Yonk? As Clear is now just currently going to try to run away and probably get that boat at the end of that ridge. As it looks like we might have an engagement soon between Acreon and 7. As 7 and Acreon are actually very close to each other. But I have a feeling 7's just going to dip over to the left and get away from this situation, from this engagement that could be happening pretty soon here. But I believe this UFO is going to block it unless one of them sees him here. He sees Bangs. He's going to try and get some shots off, but he's not going to hit any. And now we're probably going to see his 2 teammates. Yes, as you see them starting to pull up, they're trading tags. He's going to try and rotate around and get a better angle on them. As his trio is now fully all together, but it actually looks like the guys on height, which is going to be Acreon and his Hush and Autumn, might be able to get some shots up. But 7 gets a big hit down, as now the sprays are going to be happening. A thing that we have noticed with this trio is they are very good at hitting their shots from far away. They're very good at getting tags and getting that extra damage that other trios, because as Acreon gets hit hard by 2 different players, and now he's going to take a quick break here for a second and heal up all the way. As it actually looks like we have someone getting an angle on him. That is Hush, currently flanking them from behind. They haven't realized yet, but he has to try and find that 3rd trio who's currently on the house directly above him. Now he has to be careful that Mars is currently up there, because Mars does not know yet, but he closed it off. So that is not going to be good for him, as Acreon and 7 are right next to each other. As 7 is going to miss his pump shot, as Acreon's going to hit for 92, but here comes his teammate Beggs right behind him with that support. That gives 7 an opportunity to get away and out of that box to be able to get some heals off. As now both trios are completely formed together, and now we're going to see some action go down here. Who's going to be the first one to make the mistake? Who's going to be the first one that leaves something open, as it almost did? But Acreon gets hit hard when he goes for a peek, so he's going to fall back for a second, get some more heals off. As Bangs is currently fighting, but he's going to try and get height here. As now we're switching over to 7 quickly. As 7's going to miss his shot. As Mars is still just running around these builds trying to get a better angle, but he's right next to Bangs. I don't think he has realized that yet. As he's getting sprayed hard. He's going to be able to drop down and get out of there, but he's going to get hit even more hard as he's down to 75 HP. So he's going to definitely have to get these heals off. As Beggs currently being pushed by a kid, as Mars is able to reach back over to him, so now he has that help as Hush is right on top of him. He's going to lose that wall, but he's going to be able to fall back into their own builds, as 7 took some damage there, but I believe they're going to meet back up, as 7 currently has someone in his box. They're going to trade for some damage there, as 7's going to drop down, but 7 just ran out of mats. He has to try and get back into his own builds, as we see Rancer and Common gets a kill, but Mars falls down. Beggs is currently fighting 2 players right now, as Edge 4 gets a kill. Another player who's top leader. Now you're going to see Beggs fall down to 7, as now they're going to try and 2v3 this here and not run away, trying to stay alive and fight this and possibly get Mars' reboot card before they run away and possibly even get the kills and get the win this fight here. As he's going to get a pretty big hit off on Hush there for about 55. But it looks like Acreon's going to try and get some more shots, but that wasn't his wall. He's going to get absolutely sprayed heavily. He's going to lose all of his shields, so now he has to fall back to his teammates. That's another thing to note is currently we have another trio rotating in, chasing another player. So we may see a third party get involved. There is 7 falls, so now it is up to Beggs as Beggs falls to Autumn, Bangs, and his trio as we currently have someone else running away here, and that is Oturv, whose 2 teammates are dead. They are dead. They're running away, but looks like we have an engagement going on between Trey and his trio. Is going to be, we're going to switch over to Trey, who is fighting Night and Bad. As he's going to be able to key right into this box. He's going to miss his pump though, but he's going to end up getting that kill. He's going to try and rotate away as his teammate gets the finish, and he gets that siphon as actually Night Season also died there. So Trey and his trio currently have 8 kills, as that is a great start for them. As we see Otriz fall in the kill feed, that one solo that was currently running away. As it looks like we have a solo running up, that is a Nightmare from the MSC team. Currently is running away from a trio. I don't think they see him. That is Division, Voyage, and Wavy. Oh, we might see some action here. We're going to switch over to Rigid, see what he's seeing. Nightmare literally right on the other side of the wall, but they're not going to see Nightmare. Now, Nightmare is just currently, he's just running away. He's running. They haven't seen him yet, but they're definitely going to be seeing him now as they do see him. And he's going to get tagged heavily, and I believe he is going to be falling any second now. As actually, it looks like that was Division with the minigun. Not a lot of players, you don't see a lot of players use this. It is definitely a more overpowered version of the pass minigun, as the more bullets you shoot, the faster it gets, which means you'll be able to get more tags off through builds. As I think Crush and Verminous are currently in a little bit of an engagement between Bokami, Joss, and Friendly Monkey. I know a lot of people are Monkey fans here, as a Monkey is trying to get an angle, as he does get some big tags off, but Joss also gets hit hard. It looks like Monkey's going to try and rotate up this hill and get better positioning for high ground, as there is a few trios at the bottom of this hill, and someone that other trio that just got that kill are going to be rotating up. As now they're going to all meet back together at the top of this mountain and not engage, but actually looks like we have an engagement going on between Arrow, CK, Derpy's fishing, between the fishing boys and Trey, as Trey is actually the other teammate that is currently fighting, the other team that is fighting here. We're going to hop on with Trey right now, the man who runs west himself, who's getting some huge tags on Derpy, getting some tags on Arrow CK. As he's going to get even more tags off. As it looks like Ranster falls to Hush. A big trio that are currently top of the leaderboard. I believe they're in 3rd place or 2nd place right now. We're going to switch over to his trio right after this fight, if they are still all alive, and see how they are playing that without Ranster. It looks like they're just going to let this trio below them heal. They're going to try and take the ramp, and they do. As it looks like Derpy and Arrow are just going to try and run away from this situation. Oh, wait, we might see Trey get an angle on them. I don't see Trey's team backing out of this fight, to be completely honest with you. They have to go that way anyways. I wouldn't be surprised if they just continue to key and try and get as much damage and even a kill or two, as they are currently launch padding away. He's not going to be able to block it. Now they're going to try and get some shots off, as Arrow gets absolutely lasered and knocked out of the sky. That was some insane accuracy by Trey and his trio to get one kill down, one kill out of this trio. But I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Trey's going to go back for this, although he's getting sprayed from another trio currently, as they're going to get that finish. As it looks like Leppy just fell, as we're going to hop on with Conman 2K2, who's in zone running away from the fight. He's going to get some more heals, but he has to be careful because this is a 2-ticker, which means it will be a 5-ticker soon. What is up, Ninja? As I believe... Did Conman just die to fall damage? Conman just died to fall damage when I was looking at the map. Oh, that is definitely not how that trio wanted to go down, as they're currently second on the leaderboard, and they didn't get really any placement points from this game. As Ed is currently getting lasered on. He did it on purpose? You think so? Oh, man, he's going to get the reboot in his own builds. Ah, smart. I guess that was a pretty smart play then to just kill yourself in that situation. Because if you don't think you're going to have a good game here, get another game. And that, you know what, that's a pretty smart play. As Edge is now back with his trio, boxed by Danielle and YP, as they're just going to be able to get all of their builds and heals back and rotate into this zone. As we have a bunch of players all next to each other here. So it looks like Hush and his trio are actually fighting the 88. As they're going to get some big hits on Loverboy, big hits on Mad Stalkers, as Ken is the most health out of this trio of 150, but Mad Stalkers just got back up to that health. As Hush is going to reconvene with his teammates here. As Dylan is fishing and Trey is currently fighting, but so are they, as we're going to switch. No, they're going to back out of that fight, as Dev for real gets hit hard. As we're going to switch back over to Trey for a second, but that fight just ended, so we're actually going to switch back over to 88. As it looks like Trey lost one of the teammates, so now they're now a duo. That's going to be interesting to see if they play as confident as they have been playing down players. Now it looks like they tried to set up a 3-2-1 there, and they didn't get it. That is a big hit. Actually, no, that was not a big hit by Stalkers. It looked like there was only a little bit of damage, but they are going to be able to retake that wall, as it actually looks like Autumn and his team are fighting as Akron gets knocked. That is huge. As we're going to see, that was Edge. Edge and is going to try and fall back to his teammate and hold some builds here, as Autumn and his trio come out of nowhere to get that knock. And they're going to be able to heal up as someone's trying to break in above them. But he's going to be able to get out of the situation, but Hush is still up there. He has two players on him, one of them being Edge 4, as Edge 4 just jumps into their box and gets the kill. That is a huge play by them, as now we're going to see box by Danielle, I think, fall here. So that is definitely not good, as YP is currently next to him, but he's low, so he can't go and help out his teammate, as he's just going to get absolutely sprayed from far away, as we're going to see YP fall, as now it's up to Edge 4 to try and clutch up another player and another team who is top 5 right now. He's going to be able to pick up his teammate's old loot and fall back into his old builds. He does get a launch pad, though. I believe he has one launch pad. He's going to get hit really hard, but he's going to be able to fall right back into his own builds and get some heals off, as he has a team right above him. That team being Loverboy, the 88 team. Actually, has two teams above him. One of those teams being... So that's Edge. Oh, it is just Edge, the last one alive in that situation. He's the Loverboy right above him, taking these walls. And Autumn Banks, I believe Autumn Banks is the last player alive from his trio, and it is. So it's going to be interesting to see how this gets played, as they're going to try and get some shots off on everyone. Autumn, now currently a solo, is going to try and get out of that situation, as we're going to switch over to Wavy and his team. They are currently all good, as Team J is still just chilling in his box, just trying to stay alive, trying to get as many little placement points as he can, and maybe even a win, a nice little victory royale, as we have two of the solos currently are in zone, so they're not going to have to rotate. As one of those is Edge 4. Edge 4, a team currently in the top 5. Going to try and get more points and possibly a few more kills here. He does have the loot for a trio wipe. He has quick heals. He has a purple pump and a purple scar, so he can push need be. But he's obviously going to try and play safe and get as many points as he can this game. Looks like he's trying to sneak in through people's builds, as Trey picks up a kill. Interesting to see Trey and his team still keying as much as they are, considering they only have a duo. But as you know, the confidence of Trey is unmatched, and him and his team is going to keep pushing no matter what they can. As we're having a few teams now rotate in, one of them being Emptiness, who's getting hit very hard, is going to be able to get some builds off, as he's going to get even keyed even more by Ricky. Ricky spraying into those builds. That's just a glitch. That's just a glitch. Whenever there's 1, it means 0. Whenever there's more than 1, you pretty much just got to do the math. But yeah. As Trey, who currently has 4... Oh, it's 4,000 arena points. I thought that was damage. I was going to say. As Friendly Monkey falls, so now it's up to his teammate Josh Killer to try and clutch up this game as he's going to get sprayed. But it looks like they're going to stop spraying him for a second here. He does have some pretty good loot here. As you're going to see all these people just harpoon loot around him. As Friendly Monkey and Bokami both fell. As this one's going to pull back to where there were some builds before. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays. Actually, it looks like we actually have a team currently taking height. I think they're going to try and hold height here. They are. They're going to try and just... They are solidifying this height right here. As now they're going to be able to just stay above, get some sprays off, and just build over water. Actually, that's why they're doing this. Is because this zone pretty much pulls completely over water besides the end of it. And if they stay on the left side of the zone, they could actually be in water. As now we're just seeing some players try and get some tags. We're going to switch over to Edge 4 here, who's currently rotating as a solo, but he has a solo right next to him. And that is Team J. He's going to try and key Team J. He knows he's a solo now. He's going to look for a big tag. He's going to try and jump in the box. He's going to hit him for 24 as Team J misses his shot. He's going to try and sneak in through his own builds, I believe, but make sure that his back is secured as he does. So now he is just going to try and find where this solo went. I think he now realized that he just realized that the trio... Oh, he hasn't realized that the solo's below him. As Trey currently getting sprayed. Oh, he's going to get some... Trey is currently getting sprayed in his builds. But he hears the launch pad. He's going to be able to hit it and rotate with a low pad into zone as he is on top of another solo. That is Josh Killa right below him. As he is now going to try and just stay ahead of the zone, stay inside of this. As we're heading into the 7th zone with 4 seconds left in the zone. As Josh hiding right behind that wood build. They just saw each other. He's trying to get... He's going to take some storm damage here to hit this launch pad and rotate. And he's going to be able to. But there are builds everywhere. He has to get ahead of this. And he's going to be ahead of this. He's going to jump right into someone's box. He's going to hit him for a lot of damage. That is G-Strap. G-Strap's going to be able to get out of that situation, though, and meet back up with his trio. But Edge just realized that is a trio. He's going to be able to back out of that situation. As we're going to head on to G-Strap here with his trio. All of them are low, but he did have the chug splashes to get back up to health. As actually, he gets dropped. A lot of players are taking damage. A lot of players. As we're going to switch over to Trey here. Trey currently taking a lot of damage. He loses all of his shields. As now he's going to try and build in the zone with only 45 builds left. He has to get ahead of this to get some heals off. As he's now going to try and pop some minis. But it looks like Autumn Banks is currently sneaking behind. I don't think Trey saw. Trey didn't see. Trey now just saw. As he's going to get a big pump for 130. And he's going to be able to get that kill on Autumn Banks. He's going to get all of his siphon back. He's going to drop down to leave his teammate. But he gets back to his teammate. His teammate, though, did go up a layer. So he has to try and catch back up to his teammate. Actually, his teammate dropped the layer. My bad. And now he's with his teammate. As we're actually going to try to switch on to height here. We're going to go for the drone free mode. As it looks like Westside Commies and his teammate and his trio is currently on height, looking down for some damage. And they're going to be looking for some tags where they can just literally just spray down. No one's going to be able to build up to height to them. As we currently have 9 teams left, 17 people in this moving zone. We're actually going to switch over to one of these players lower to try and see if they can get some late endgame kills as they're rotating. As one of them, Chen Wangs, just gets a triple kill. But Mr. Wangs ends up falling to TJ. As TJ, I think, is going to fall. He's the solo. He is going to fall. As now we're going to see another trio drop. And we're going to see another player fall. As Division's team gets another kill. But he has someone just on his butt. He's going to die to Storm. As now it's up to Rigid, who's going to also die to Storm. We're going to switch on with TC Arc, who's currently being keyed, but actually Trey is also popping off, getting some kills. 4 teams left, 8 players. As Trey and his trio pick up a kill, Trey picks up a kill. Trey gets hit pretty hard, though. He's going to have to get ahead of this and pop some minis, although he has to be careful for the fire that will be spreading to their builds pretty soon. As he's going to pick up another knock. That is huge, but he has to be careful because of the storm. He's going to fall to the fire, and it is Psycho and Commies and Finicky picking up the win, getting an 8-kill win there as Trey and his trio come in 2nd place in that game. As we do have Booga, Tifu, and Hermione in this game. Other great players we have in this game, but just to start from the bottom, is Code World acting like Gingy is in this game. Other players such as Sabotage, Kaiten. Other players such as Check-ins, Bayway, CD, Toastiest Waffles is in this game. Zumi, NorCal Notebook, and Stritzer. Formula is also in this game. Fraction is in this game. YouTube Leppy, Ranster, and Comment in this game. Jacob Schur, who we're going to actually start off with, might I add. I don't think he's jumped out of the bus yet. Jacob Schur, Red Code Red, and Abusa are currently in this game. Westside Combs, another player in this game. Swerved in this game. Gingy is in this game. War in this game. Kaki Booga and Kaki Tifu. Polaris, Code Error, Rasso, Buffer, Maddie, Snowy, Scav, the Clemson Boys, Harsh and Control, TNA Vegan, Rubik's. This is going to be an insane game. This is the most stacked game that we have gotten to see today. We're going to quickly look at the board and see how a lot of people are going towards Coral Castle, actually. And I mean a lot of people are landing on this top left part of the map. As we actually currently already have some fights going down. As it is Bryant and Omni are already dead, so it's up to Bayaway to try and clutch this up. As a lot of players are already fighting, are already getting ready. As I believe Rasso's teammate is already down. As he's gonna try and get some shots off on DFT Beast, but he's not gonna. He's gonna be able to get the kill on Beast. It's gonna be one knock for him. That is gonna be a big kill for them. As I'm trying to find where. There you guys are, okay. Looks like they're going to be keying here. As Rasso currently in a 1v3 situation, but I think he's going to try and get the revive off on his teammate, and he is going to try and get it off. But he hears the enemies just right outside next to them. So there's going to be a big few moments here as they try and get... He's going to pick up a pump shotgun. Rasso is currently going to be trying to... Looks like he's going to be driving away from this situation as Control picks up another kill. I believe this is going down at Retail Row. As Gingy is currently being pushed by Jarns, Ricky, and Check-ins. As the Dirty Docks fight still is happening, but we have a lot of people on Coral area, a lot of people in Stealthy. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out, as it looks like the Clemson Boys are currently fighting Keel and Stricker. As this is really where we're going to see a lot of the action start to go down. As we're going to switch back over to the fight that is happening with Gingy. As Gingy gets knocked, so it's up to it's acting like Gingy gets knocked. Sorry. So it's up to Jar to try and clutch up as he misses his pump shot, but he hits for 28. As this is actually multiple teams fighting here. As actually the Clemson, as Check-ins and his teammates end up winning that fight, and the Clemson team ends up winning their fight. As I think we might have an engagement going on right outside of Snowy between Combs and his teammate. As we're going to hop on with Combs here. He's looking over at Snowy to try and get some shots off on someone possibly. That's going on between Scav and Snowy, I believe, are the only people that are alive. As Harsh picks up a knock. I actually don't know where they are fighting. I'm going to see if I can find them, because I don't even see a plus in the map. I'll see if I can find where Harsh and they are. As Harsh, their team currently just recently jumped up into second place. Actually, there he is. Oh, they're fighting just in Lazy right now. It looks like we're going to have this situation between Maddie, Rasso, and Nosies going down in Dirty Docks. We're going to hop on with Razzo here. Currently 200 health with a shotgun and a blue AR. Team currently in 5th place right now, fighting to try and stay in 5th place, stay in the top 5, and possibly get a 1st place today. As Rasso's going to actually get a knock. He's going to knock Fig here. as Beast is going to try and jump in, but Rasso's going to hit him hard. Now, another thing to note, Rasso is the only player on his team with shield, so he can play somewhat aggressive while his teammates can play passive here, as he's going to get that kill on Fig. And now he's going to try and get a shot off on these other players. He's going to go above him. Now he's going to be able to stay alive, dodge a bullet here, as he has someone jumping into his box. He's going to miss his shot, though. And he's going to try and rally back with his teammates. As Jacob sure kills Polaris. That was a huge trio player there. As we're going to switch over to that fight, if I can find it. We're going to get ready to jump into that as Rasso and his team is currently just getting some heals. I think Rasso might try to make a play. No, I don't think he is. I think they're going to keep trying to get heals and eventually push up onto that height, as Jacob and his team are currently literally just driving around trying to find some players, and I think they're going to be engaging with Snow Leopard, Cran Fam, and PSU, who honestly have no idea for what is about to come their way. He sees the split player. I think Red is going to be targeting this split player. He's going to be taking a one-on-one here, as here comes his teammates to come back him up, as now all the trio is pretty much fully assembled. There's only one person hanging behind, and that is Jacob, as Jacob is now going to be able to pull up into this fight, as now we're going to see a full 3-on-3 happen. We're going to see the maniacs of Jacob, Cher, Busa, and Code Red fight in their first battle of this game. 2 kills away from that 100 kill threshold, a threshold that has not been hit by any player yet this season in trios. As we see Code Red keying height, although this is something where he doesn't really have to key this height, as CK is going to die to fall damage, and that is going to be the... Are they not going to be able to get that kill? They're going to get that kill, so now they have 2 kills, 1 kill away from 100 kills here, as we're on board with history being made in trios for PlayVS. As they're currently fighting, he's going to hit him for 31. But he's going to get knocked. Code Red gets knocked. Busa's one shot. Jacob's going to jump in Cranfam, and he gets the kill. They get the kill. 100 kills have been hit. Jacob, Sure, Busa, and Code Red are the first players in PlayVS this year to hit 100 kills, as they are now currently going to keep keying, I believe, after they get the reboot, and push and try and get into first place this week. As we see G-Strap, Cheng, and Mr. Griffs, looks like they're going to be keying after Formula, who's going to hit into the... Oh, he's going to be able to get that kill. He has to literally just get one shot on Formula. Is he going to be able to get it, though? He sees him, and they get the kill as they knock Formula, as TNA, V-God, and Rubik's are also currently fighting. I don't know where. I think right over here. I could be wrong. I believe I am wrong. As they're actually driving away from the looks of it, Conman, Rancer, and Leppy, as the Clemson boys seem to be battling, and they seem to have fallen. As we actually have a fight going on in Retail Row. That is actually Check-ins. Check-ins currently soloing right here. He's fighting Harsh. He has to 1v3 Harsh and control the team that is currently in second place on the leaderboard. Oh, looks like Check-in's going to try and drive out of the situation, but his car is going to get absolutely fried. Oh, that car is going to get blown up, as now he is holding on to whatever he can. He's going to have to try and find a car. He does have Pepper, so he can run away from this battle. And I think he's just going to honestly run into Storm, which may be smart. He's going to get some heals. He's going to drop his 1 Pepper for that. The only risky thing is if they find that Pepper, wouldn't be surprised if they try and chase him into Storm. As Harsh and Control are currently keying on to Check-ins, who's now just going to try and sit in Storm as long as he can. And I don't know what I think they are. They're going to launch pad onto him. Oh my gosh, they are really thirsty for this kill, as now they are chasing him. He does have a gold spaz. That could be a reason why they're chasing him. They want that gold spaz, and I think we're going to see Check-ins fall here, and we do, as Kinger and Harsh and Control pick up their 5th kill of this game, as it looks like Pocket Man, Polaris, and Rocket Man, or sorry, Phobic, Rocket Man, Polaris are currently rotating, although right next to them is Rasso, Maddie, and Nozif. Looks like Rasso, and they ended up winning that fight, as now they are going to be keying. Actually, no, that fight didn't end. No, they did. They ended up winning that fight, as those players are going to be able to get away from that. But it looks like we have an altercation going on between TNA VGod, Rubik's, and his teams. We're going to switch over to Rubik's here, fighting NorCal. This is OA versus NorCal right now. TNA VGod, OA Rubik's, and Cedos going up against NorCal, Stritzer, Lasso, and Notebook. So it's going to be an interesting fight to see pulled down here, as it looks like everyone's trying to get tags. He gets some big hits on Lasso. So now this is where you see TNA VGod going to be able to push up as Rubik's gets hit for a few damage there. But Notebook currently trying to fight, trying to push into this battle and trying to win this battle, as Rubik's is still trying to get damage, but VGod currently trying to get a better angle on this, as I believe Steedles is just above with a P90, 300 bullets in that P90. He's going to be able to spray down and get as many shots off as he can, as now there are 2 players above and 1 player from the side. But Rubik's is going to get hit hard. He's going to be able to have to take off that pressure for a few seconds here as he gets these heals off. And now he's going to hit a pepper. Oh, he has to be careful. I think he has someone looking at him. He doesn't see Stritzer. He's going to get 1 shot off on Notebook. Notebook's going to fall back. He's going to get another shot off on Notebook, as he pretty much does a pretty even trade there for damage, as Stritzer, Notebook, and Lasso are fighting again early game. Definitely not what you want to see, as Rubik's got... I don't think Rubik's know where he got peppered from. I believe his teammate VGod peppered him from across this battle, as VGod is still trying to get shots down on this trio here. Oh my gosh! As Jacob currently in a fight. We're going to try and switch over to that quickly. Oh my god, I can never find them in time. As Jacob's currently fighting. Who is he fighting? He's fighting One Shot FN. He's going to miss his shot on One Shot. Code Red is currently down. Busa currently half health, as Jacob is trying to get his heals off to get back up to 180 HP. And he's going to be able to get that heals off. And now is he going to... Let's see what this game plan is here. It looks like One Shot is... This is currently a 2v2 situation as Jinji falls to Harsh. Harsh, they're playing very aggressive this game, trying to get as many points as they possibly can, as Jacob is trying to get some kills here. How many teams make it to the next round? The top 66 teams make it into the next round, as Tostius picks up a kill, as Maddie ends up falling. Maddie and Ras, so I believe that entire trio is going to be falling here, as I believe Harsh now... Harsh is third-partying this. Jacob should probably try and get out of this situation to try and place some more points, as they have the team in second place starting the third party their fight. This is definitely not what you want to see for Jacob's team, as they are now in between 2 teams fighting. Actually, one of them got away, so now this is where we're going to see 2 top 5 teams right next to each other in a 2v3 situation. Jacob's team in 5th place, Harsh's team in 2nd place, as it looks like Harsh is going to get that wall. So now we're going to see Control Harsh. Might I add, Jacob and his trio died to Harsh last game, as Harsh is going to pick up that kill, as now they're doing the pre-edits. You're going to see Busa try and get away, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see that trio. Actually, no, they're not going to key, because Swerve ends up getting knocked, and I think Control is going to jump onto this third party and push in to try and kill. As you see these pre-edits, something that's getting used a lot this season, where you once you have all of your team together, you just have pre-edits placed so your teammates can just shoot immediately into that fight. As this is not looking good for Jacob's team, as currently on high ground, Strides Cat with Stride and Cold World are currently trying to fight on high ground, as they're going to be chasing this player. He's going to get into the box, and Serzi is going to fall to Cold World, as that is now their 4th kill of the game. But Stride falls to Rancer, currently shooting at them. Conman, Rancer, and Leppy trying to get some shots off on these players across the way, as currently there's not really many other engagements going on. As we see, Busa did get away. Did he get any reboot cards? I think he got a reboot card. He got at least 1 reboot card. I believe he just got Code Red's reboot card, because Jacob died before he can get it. as we're going to see this reboot get off, but we have a team just on the outskirts of where they are, so that is going to be interesting to see how that happens, as the players that do come back is just Code Red. I believe it is in fact Code Red, as Rancer gets another kill, as Oshi is currently taking some shots from above. Rancer currently getting some shots on people from far away. One of those people being Control and Harsh, as Control and Harsh, people we've seen this game key. They currently have 8 kills. They're leading this game in kills. It looks like they're going to be pushing into Calm. As Harsh gets hits hard. Now, we're going to see Harsh and Control back up and play passive for a few seconds here. Something we haven't seen them really do today, as they have been absolutely rolling through teams. As they're going to get some big hits on Commies. And now we're going to switch over to Calm's point of view. Someone who this team today has had some insane games. They've only played 3 games today. I believe 3 or 4 games. And their worst placement out of those 3 games has been, I believe, 4th place. So this is going to be interesting to see how they play this out. A team that is fighting for a spot to qualify, going up against a team who's currently in 2nd place, trying to make sure other people like this don't qualify. He's going to get a big hit, but they're going to trade big hits here. As Comms gets hit for a lot of damage, he's going to be at 41 HP. He's going to try and get his minis off here, as Harsh currently keying. Harsh is going to get a big hit on Comms, as Comms falls. So now it's up to Psycho. Bua Psycho to try and clutch up a 1v3 between the player who looks like they're fighting for first place. And at this situation, they might get it, as Psycho's getting shot from every angle. He's only down the wood. He's not going to be able to outbuild these angles. So soon he will be taking damage, as he's getting shot from multiple angles. And I think we may see Psycho fall, and we do see Psycho fall. A rough way to go out for them, as I think we have Busa. That Jacob Schur trio looks like he got the reboot on Code Red, but Code Red ended up dying a second later. So we have 2 solos alive in this right now. Have you spectated a W yet? Yeah, well, theoretically we've spectated every W, because we're doing spectator mode, so I can just keep switching between players. As it looks like Seedils and Rubik's, they're going to be king. They're trying to get into this top 20s placement here. They already have called. Oh, he did block it. Yes, there is. As I think they might chase here, as it looks like on height, Rancer gets another kill on War. Rancer kills War. Oh no, that might screw over their placement, as they were really looking for a bunch of placement points here to try and qualify. They were just outside of the placement, so now they're crossing their fingers that they possibly did trace, as Rancer gets hit hard. But it looks like that where they were looking, that, yes, of course, of all people, what do we do if one of our best games isn't showing on the leaderboard? Submit the replay. That happens a lot. If that happens, just submit a replay. You should see when you go on like the leaderboard, you should be able to submit your own replays into the client for Unite, and then it should throw it in there. As Rubik's gets hit, as Rubik's teammate V-God gets hit hard. But they're going to back up and be able to get more heals, as I believe Harsh's team still keying 10 kills. This is going to be a very close. Looks like they're going to be keying. They're going to be keying height. They're going to be keying Rancer and Leppy. This is going to be an interesting fight to see here. I think they're going to try. They're trying to break him out. I don't think Rancer knows. Oh, but people are going to be building off of that, so it's going to be harder for him to. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to be able to break that out, as now they're just going to be playing on low ground here, as Conman and their trio are just looking up, as you're going to see a lot of people try and run into the zone, as we see Busa, that is Jacob Schur's teammate, along with Code Red, are both down, but Busa is finally alive, trying to save what could be a historic day, as they have over 100 kills this week. But looks like playing aggressive did not pay off for them this game, as it is now down to 1 player to try and clutch up. But of all the players, it is one of their best players in Busa, who has done great in solos so far. as it looks like Phobic is going to get a kill here. As, oh, looks like Lasso is going to fall. Is this up to... try to... Honestly, only thing I can say in that situation is reach out to PlayVS support. There's 2 more games. Or there's 2 more games, actually. So you still have a chance to qualify. 2 more games. I confirmed 2 more games. So that's pretty much 1 more game for people to try and play. As Stritzer is going to fall, we're going to switch over to Rubik's, who are currently on the lower ground. Yeah, so you still have another game to qual. Don't worry. You guys got this. As we're going to switch to drone free quickly here. As we see Rancer on height, Busa hiding in some brick builds below them, in between Control's team and Rancer's team. As you see Rubik's in those metal builds, Grief's on middle ground, and on ultimate low ground, Polaris, Rocketman, looks like they might be fighting or getting into some action here, as they're right below some other enemy player builds. As this zone is going to pull down a mountain into some water, so this is going to be interesting to see. As it looks like Busa is now just currently hiding, trying to wait and get as many placement points as they can to try and solidify a higher place on the leaderboard. Although, from the looks of it, with how Harsh and his team is playing, I do not see them losing this game, as Leppy is going to be able to get a lot of shots off on some players gliding in. And he's going to get some big hits on... He's going to get no hits to these. Oh, this is Rubik's one shot, trying to glide in, not to fall. He's going to be able to just glide in there as Conman, their teammate, ends up dying on the low ground. Definitely not what you wanted to see from a trio that was definitely have dominant height and leading this game for height, as Conman is going to fall. But Burns is going to try and key for height here. Burns is going to get hit for 50 HP. Burns is currently keying. It looks like there are 2 guys on height. They are going to get height. As Leppy takes a lot of damage, he's going to have to try and run ahead of this storm. He has 19 HP. He's going to be able to fall back to his teammate, Rancer, as they are going to be trying to see, as they're going to try and get in the zone as Harsh falls. That is something to notice. Harsh and his teammate currently down bad, as their teammate ends up falling, but I think they might try to get a revive off here. Trying to see if I could get down to them. They're not going to be able to get the revive off on Harsh. They're going to be going for a low pad into zone, as Control is going to be able to jump into that, as Rancer getting hit hard for a lot of damage. We may see we're not going to see a push here. We're going to see a rotate into zone. As some players we still see alive. Rocketman, Rancer, and Leppy currently separated, but Rocketman leading his trio ahead into this zone, as it looks like Toasius Waffles, they completely took height. We're going to switch over to Toasius' point of view here, looking down from height. They keyed height. They keyed and pretty much just took over Rancer's height once they saw one of his teammates got knocked. As now they're going to be able to build ahead of this zone and be able to just look down and get some easy shots, as Rancer and Leppy, that trio, fall. As now it is up to Rubik's, heading ahead of zone, as Rubik's is absolutely fried by Toasius. Toasius just beams him, and that is a huge hit by him. They're going to be able to get another elimination here in a few seconds. Toasius really needs to get all... He's going to... Oh, looks like they're going to jump in. I believe that is Burns, jumps in and gets the kill on VGod, as Toasius is going to be getting that siphon any second now. That much needed siphon that'll push him to 130 HP. Sorry, 170 HP. As now they're just going to be looking down on Gingy. One of the other teams left, Polaris, I think they're trying to stick a revive. They're not going to be able to get it. They're going to leave it. As now we're going to see Polaris jump down into some other players' boxes. Control falls. That is the team in second place. They end up falling in 5th place. Not bad placement by them, as they had a bunch of kills to make up for it. A 10-kill game by them, I believe. As Toasius is just going to be shooting down. Oh, Toasius actually falls. He's going to get one knock. He's going to be able to sit in the storm, pretty much run off of this, as right below them is Gingy. He jumps into Gingy's... He jumps in the Griff's box. He gets the kill on Griff's. It is a 3v1. As Toasius is going to build in, as it is up to Rocketman to try and clutch this up. As they're just keying. Oh, wow, they're actually 2 players. It is Rocketman and Cheng, as Cheng is currently getting chased. Cheng is going to fall. It is up to Rocketman on low ground. We're going to try and switch to his point of view in a second here, but I don't think we're going to be able to, As we're going to actually burn on the low ground. Tosius on low ground. Tosius fighting. Tosius hits him for 43 damage. Tosius is going to miss his shot, and that means KDCS is going to get the kill in that game to get a 14-kill victory royale. That'll definitely push them up into the leaderboard. Oh, look at this. We have Rancer right off the drop. As we other players in this game that we have, Antics, Darlow, NorCal Notebook, and Stilter, and Layshow. Other players such as Omni, Blake, Ashi, Kaki Tifu, Kaki Booga, the KU boys. Wars in this game. 7. T. Jones, Ranster, Mars, Bags, 7. Sabotage, Katen. Other players such as Gingy is in this game. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. You're conning for your life. That's going to be interesting to see. Is this... Where is his team? Oh, they're very split. Oh, looks like we have a fight going on between Sabotage. Or a soon-to-be fight going on between these teams. Hokey currently got knocked. Oh, he's going to get a big kill on Sweetie, who is currently checking his teammate out. He's going to be able to get some mats and a golden scar, which is huge, especially for not having a shotgun. Oh, but I think we're going to see him fall here. As Sabotage is getting shot through from both sides, he's going to end up falling. Doinks FN, is he in this game? If he's not in the game, then I obviously can't. I don't see him. Oh. Yeah, War is in fact in this one, as you can see right here. Oh, he's actually conning and fighting off drop. As they, I think, win the fight. They have 3 kills off drop. That is what they really needed here. Nah, you're getting one. Don't even worry about it. At least I don't think he is. As they start off hot with 3 kills. As they're the only players in that area. As it looks like we have another altercation. There's no one on the right side of the map. There's no one at Dirty and no one at Steamy. We might have something going down at Boney soon. Something maybe going down at Lazy and Misty. We might have some action going on there. We're actually going to hop on over here with Bags to see how this fights. No Craggy. That is true. Actually, I think these guys went Pleasant. But yeah, no Craggy, no Pleasant currently, which is insane to see as Beg's going to get some tags off on Yellow Flash. And they're just going to be able to run away from there, heal up, and pretty much reset. As this Boney altercation is not happening, as this team is completely split here. As it looks like everyone is really just trying to play for placement points this game, except Pog, Kyle, Drew, and Lance. He's going to be running up on a duo that I don't think he sees, as they are literally holding each other's hands right now. Actually, Kyle is going inside the building. Oh my god, he's going to get absolutely hit hard. He's going to have to try and run away out of the situation. He's going to be able to get away. He's going to start panic building. He's running for his life right now. He's going to be able to go up. This is going to be close. He's going to be able to get out of that situation. He has someone jumping on him. He has an entire trio on him right now. He's going to be able to outbuild them, though, and just wait for his teammates to get to him. He's going to hit a pepper and just run away from here. He's going to take a lot of fall damage, though. He's going to be able to take this car. He has to hope he doesn't get sprayed out. He has 40 HP. He has to be able to get inside. He's going to be able to get away from that situation. That is insane. What are the odds that someone gets out of a literal double attack? As now Drew is trying to get some shots off on them. That was a perfect trap set up but not executed, as 7, I believe, might be fighting someone in a second here. But Stride does not see 7 yet. 7's trying to go back in, and he's not going to see him. 7's going to be able to run back and probably meet up with his old teammate, as now 2 solos becoming 1 duo. As this seems to be the only altercation going on between Drew, as Kyle gets another kill. As Drew has 1 player above him, but he's going to drop down to try and get a better position on this fight. As Demon Flow currently on height in this battle. But Pog Kyle is definitely keying this. He's going to knock one for 147. He's going to hit one for 120, and he's going to be able to get that double kill. As Pog Kyle and his trio, as Pog gets 3 kills, he gets a complete trio wipe there, as they currently have 3 kills on the leaderboard. As we're going to see another altercation going on here, as we see 4 teams, one of them being 7, who's currently 1 shot, is going to be able to glide away. As it looks like Jason and his team is going to try and get some shots on the trio below them, but they have to watch out for the trio ahead of them, staring down at them, trying to get some shots off back. As I still can't believe 7 got away from that situation, although it looks like he has that trio is going to be pushing him. They don't see him yet. He's hiding in some bushes. I actually think they may, as this is actually Cut, and Cut's trio, they're hunting for him. I think that they're going to be switching. Nope, they're going to be just driving all the way in the bleeder, which is ballsy. As Crater is going to fly right over him. They're not going to see him, as we're going to have an altercation go in with Cut's trio. As Cut is trying to look up, try and get some shots off on Strizzer. But he's not going to get it. He's not going to connect on his shot. Now he's going to have to drop down and take a few seconds here to heal. So now it's currently pretty much a 2v3, as we have 2 teams fighting in this. As we still have 1 player. Did Twins' teammate die? Who the hell is that? I don't know who Twins is, I'm going to be completely honest. As Crater has someone pushing up onto him. But he's going to be able to survive, as Cut is getting hit hard. Kratos is trying to get some shots off, but it looks like he's not really going to get any shots off. We're going to switch over to Laso here, who's pretty much just spraying into these builds, trying to get some AR bullets, some headshots in, some dinks. As Cut trying to spray back, but Cut gets dropped. Oh my god, I accidentally switched. I will, of course, update. As Cut and Lasso in a 3v3 situation here. Although, I'm going to be honest, Laso definitely has the best positioning in this fight. Their trio is just going to be able to spray out these builds until they don't have any more. Who sprays like this? Some NorCal players trying to get some kills, because they're, I believe, 35th on the leaderboards. They're trying to break into the top anything. This has been their strat for most of the, whenever they fight Believer. The best part is they still have plenty of ammo. All of them all have around 100 plus ammo. Some of them around 200 ammo. As we saw one of the fight, I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that, to be completely honest. I believe one of their players got banned, so the entire team ended up getting disqualified. As Notebook is currently trying to just get in as he gets some shots on Camarino. Yes, that's the best way to say it. as they're all going to be jumping in here, as Stritzer is going to try and get some shots off on cut. As I think they're literally going to be switching places here in a minute. As Notebook is trying to jump into this box. As Laso gets knocked. So now it is a 3v2. I think he got... Yes. As now it is a 3v2 between Notebook, Stritzer, and then Cut and his trio. It's going to be interesting to see how they play this out down a player. As we're actually going to quickly jump over to... Oh my god, I can't find him. Hyper awareness to see how their team is doing. They are currently in Weeping Woods, driving into the next zone. We're going to switch back over to Cut, as we just wanted to get a quick check-in. As it looks like Cut and his team may be playing for some better positioning here. Although it does look like Notebook is on top of Crater. He has him locked down in a certain area, as Crater is going to try and build up, and Notebook is on top of him. Oh. No, well, theoretically, Notebook is not dead yet, so... But Notebook is trying to get... He gets absolutely fried, though, for... He gets hit for a lot of damage. Now he's down to 96, as it is now up to him and his team to try and clutch this up. This is going to be interesting to see how this played out. As now we're going to see this trio really try and jump into these boxes. One of them being Camerino. Camerino's going to get hit hard for 90 damage. Oh, but he's going to miss his pump shot. He has to fall back in that situation, as Cut gets the knock and the finish on Stritzer. As now it is a 1v3, Notebook versus them. As Notebook gets a big hit on Cut. We're going to switch over to Notebook's POV, actually. As Notebook on high ground with no shield. He is now just sitting on height. I think he's going to let these guys heal up. Since he does not have any shield, he can't really push, although he has to move into zone, which is pulling up here into this part. We have a few altercations going on other parts of the map. NorCal, he's just going to sit and storm this situation. He has 3 medkits and a flopper, so he's just going to let these guys run away, and hopefully they don't see him. As Cut needs to look back into storm, but he didn't see him. As they are just going to pretty much run away from him, as now he is just chilling. He's going to be able to just rotate late into the storm and get away from those players and possibly even get a reboot off. As currently War and his team driving into zone with a very one-hit car are going to be able to get out in zone as they're getting shot by Relo. But they're just going to hop into this slipstream and rotate farther more into the next zone. As we do have something going on here between Mix and DFT, Beast, and Figure. As now they're just going to spray down into these builds and set them on fire, which will possibly force this other team to push out of those builds. As we will now be seeing any second now. We may see a rotation here, though, because this may not be worth the fight with this zone pulling in the next minute. But they're going to get big hits on J-Mix. They're now going to 100% just absolutely spray these builds. Now, this is how you spray builds. They're all spraying the same build at the same time to try and get as much damage. You qualified? Let's go. I don't know if the other code went out yet. I think this is the last game that we are watching right now. Status? You missed it? We went over the status already. Oh, Twins. Oh, code in 1 minute. Okay, so there is one more game. Wait. Am I tripping? I did, okay. Yeah, they're just rotating in zone right now, in between this fight. As Kyle and his team is currently just getting ready for the next fight. As we do have a fight going on between Beggs, Seven, and Mars, and another trio, which I believe is Cut's trio. They're currently keying into Beggs' team. The team in second place. Actually, sorry, not in second place. I'm thinking of someone else. Sheesh. No, I saw Twins, unless he died. I did see him a second or two ago. As Freeze actually hit. Twins may have died. That might have been what I saw. Yes, Twins did die. As it looks like all of these guys are going to be able to get away. As you can see, Notebook did end up getting the reboot off on his teammates. So they're going to be able to drive into zone here and stay alive. But they're going to get hit hard as Notebook ends up dying. And Notebook is going to get finished here. Notebook and Stritcher, as actually all of them, I believe, fall. The entire trio falls. As now Mars, the team, they are currently spraying out at this other team. That seems to be the only fight that is currently going on. You know, sorry, we have a fight going on between Stride's Cat, and Taxes are Theft and his trio, but Tax is going to be able to get away from that situation. You see him pop those new pepper chug splashes, as it looks like Stride is going to try and get a better angle on him, but I think Taxes is going to be able to run away from that fight with that pepper effect and live on to tell his story another day. As you can see, Hyper Awareness, otherwise known as War, and his trio currently outside of zone, probably going to rotate soon, as they don't have peppers, but they're going to heal up and then rotate into this zone. As we see Mars and his trio actually has a team right behind him. Mars gets hit hard, though, by that team that I was just talking about. Now we're going to see a lot of teams start to rotate into this zone. That team is Clear, Jonathan, and Deity. We're trying to look down for some shots on this team below. As Deity, though, only has 119 health, so he really does need the siphon, which could be why they're taking this fight. Although I think they may be trying to play for this car with 100 gas inside the gas station. No, they are not. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. He has no AR ammo. So they were kind of just looking for a refresh. Looks like they're all going to rotate dead side. But they do have a team right in front of them that they do spot. And that team is Oshi, Wolf, and Formula. Now, they don't see him. Although shots are coming all the way from, I believe that is not Rance's team. That was DFT Beast team. Although there is a team all the way up there in an amazing spot. We're going to switch over to Swerved for a second. As now we're going to see a bunch of teams just pretty much get free rotates into zone. As we're now on board with Brutta Gingy's team. They have plenty of players all around them. As Crater, though, gets hit hard in a different battle with Camerino and Cut. As they pull zone, I believe, right? Yes, so this is going to be interesting to rotate to see how Hyper Awareness and his trio rotates into the zone, as they have 4 kills here. Although they have a team right in front of them, and that is Clear's team, as Clear gets knocked. So now there's 2 players alive in that trio. And I believe now that they saw that, they might play a little aggressive here, and it looks like they are, as they are going to try and key into this duo's box, get the finish, and they do get the finish. As they're now going to try and pretty much push up into this team and possibly get more kills. They currently have 5 kills, as I believe it is Legend. I don't know if they have launchpad. I don't know what type of rotation they're going to try and get here. They see... Oh, he doesn't see the solo bomb. They have to... He places the launchpad in Storm, as they're going to try and launch into this zone. All three of them currently launching into zone. One of them building up. They're going to try and take high ground, I think, in this situation. As a lot of people are currently trading for kills here, as War currently on height in this zone. They're going to be able to look down and get tags on pretty much anyone here. As we see Begs7 getting a little bit of a late rotate into this zone. Some other players on the low ground battling it out, still alive. We have Mr. Beast, or not Mr. Beast, but Beast. Kaki Tifu is down there. Other players such as One Shot, Cut, still alive. Taxes, still alive. We have 15 teams left battling this out. And it's going to pull back to their old... Oh, no, it's going to pull back towards Bony Burbs. It's going to be interesting to see how teams... At the front of this, we have Gingy, Swerved, and Mr. Sniff. As we see Cut pick up another kill. We're going to swap over to Ranster and his trio, still all alive, currently in top 10 situation. As yes, as we were seeing a second ago, War was on height, but War got absolutely lasered as they, I guess they got shot down from height, as he has no HP, which is not good because Zone here is going to be pulling as one of the teammates gets knocked. So now there are two teammates alive. War's going to try and launch pad ahead of the Zone of 54 HP. He is now just hoping that he doesn't touch Zone and no one lands on him. However, they're 400 damage below the damage threshold, as I think he may have someone. He has no one. He has someone landing on him. He didn't see him. He now has an entire trio on him. His hyper awareness is going to go down. So now it's up to Legend to try and clutch this up, although he is 400 damage below the threshold. Obviously not a spot that they want to be at. He's now just going to be able to try and rotate ahead of this, maybe get a quick kill or two here to get above the damage threshold, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. He's probably just hoping that people die in time as Cut kills Taxes. Cut and his trio having a hell of a game, pretty much slaying out anyone that they have fought, as now they are just pretty much ruling this game. As this zone is going to pull a cross. This zone is in fact going to pull a cross. Oh, I went the wrong way. As now we're going to see some players, we see Cut on high ground, but Cut actually getting conned on high ground. Cut is going to get dropped. He has 13 HP. He has to stay ahead of this zone here, as it is ticking for 10. As we see 7 gets a kill, Figure gets a kill. As now Legend is the final player alive in that trio. Mars gets a kill. Rancer gets a kill. We're going to switch over to Camarino, who's currently on height. Actually, no, Leppy and Rancer's team is currently on height. As Conman, Rancer, and Leppy currently on height. Phantom likes to switch between players that he is fans of. As now we're going to switch to drone free and get a better angle of this. As now we are seeing the players fully rotate into the zone. As you see, Legend is still alive. We're going to hop on with Legend, actually, with 16 builds sitting in Storm. He has to wait for Zone to pull in front of him. These players did see him, though. We may see him fall here. He needs to get this kill. He's going to be able to get out of this region, but he's getting sprayed from above, and he is going to fall to Leppy of all people. Leppy and Rancer, they've actually killed that trio 2 times today. Obviously, not good for them, as they really were in 66th place, hoping for a good game to qualify. Hopefully, the games and kills they had will push them to enough points to qualify. As Lance and Drew are going to try and get the revive on Kyle. It's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to be able to... Actually, they are definitely going to be able to get it off. Phantom actually didn't even play as Drew goes down. So now it's up to Lance, as I believe Pog Kyle may fall here. They're going to try and save him. As he gets a kill on Stride, Lance gets a massive kill that he needed there. She gets some extra siphon, as he's pretty much just going to let his teammate die. He's going to play this solo, as Pog Kyle is pretty much one shot, but he's going to get some heals off. As he's going to miss his pump shot. As this P90 is going to try and break into his builds, and I think we're going to see him die here, as we are in fact going to see him die here to Gingy. Gingy going to get that kill, as we're now on board with Bags, 7, and Mars, the final team. Actually, this one of the final trios alive, as Cut is also still alive. We're actually going to hop on with Cut. What am I talking? Wait, no, Cut isn't alive. My bad. I read that wrong. It is a 3v3 here as Kyle falls. 3v3. It is between Beggs, Seven, and Mars and Ranster's team. We're going to hop on with TTV ZZZ Ranster here in a 3v3 situation. Now he gets the kill on Beggs. Mars, he gets in the one shot by Ranster. Ranster's going to get these 2 kills, although Seven's going to drop on a Ranster, and that is going to be Leppy getting the kill on Mars to finish up this final game that we will be able to spectate as Ranster, Leppy, and Conman finish that game with a victory royale as they almost died off drop. Behind him, we have Kyle, Skadams, and Lance coming in at 18th. Dev, 100%. Watching these amazing players. To qualify for semifinals is top 66 players as Bokami.